What's up, you guys? With the launch of New World right around the corner, I had many people from closed and open beta asking me about my build. So today I've decided that I'll go over my build in depth. But before we get started, if you could like this video and subscribe to my channel, that would be appreciated. Okay, so first things first, the build itself. We are going to start with the Rapier. The most important thing for early game PvP is you want to focus on getting your full ability kit, which consists of Flourish and Finish, Flesh, and Repost. In order to get your starter abilities, we're going to start in the Blood Tree. First, we're going to grab on Guard into Flourish and Finish. Then we're going to move over to the Grace Tree, grab Controlled Breathing, then grab Flesh and Repost. From there, you're going to want to rush Momentum as quick as possible. In order to do that, just max out Repost and Flesh. From there, grab Desperation, and then you can pick up Momentum. After that, you have 6 points left over. With those, I usually pick up Swiftness, come back over to the Blood Tree, pick up Light Edge with Flare into Swagger. And then I come back over to the Grace Tree, grab Red Curtain, and finally, you pick up Refreshing Strikes. It's about the same situation with the bow. You're going to pretty much rush your 3 starter abilities, which is going to be Pen Shot, Evade Shot, and Poison Shot. So the best way to get your 3 starter abilities is to begin with getting Pen Shot, moving over to Skirmisher, grab Evade Shot, grab Evasive Knockback, and then grab Poison Shot. Next, you'll max out Penetrating Shot and Poison Shot. Next, you'll be picking up the important passives, including Long Range, Evasive Tactics, Mark, and Finishing Shot. You're going to want to spend enough points in order to get Concussion, starting with Aim True, going into Unbreakable Focus, picking up Arrow Range, Bullseye, and Surprise Attack. The last point, you have 2 viable options. You can either pick Dodge and Weave or Battle Precision. I personally pick Dodge and Weave. Okay, now I'm going to explain each of the abilities, starting with Flourish and Finish. 2-hit combo that first hit knocks back and second hit closes the gap. Its uses include being able to interrupt cast spells, create distance, and it's also really good damage. The next ability is Flesh, which is where most of your damage comes from the Rapier. It's a 2-hit gap creator and closer with damage increase on the second hit. The last and probably most important ability for the Rapier is Riposte. It'll stop an attack and stun them if they're in melee range. Now we'll move on to the bow ability, starting with Penetrating Shot. Penetrating Shot is your biggest damage ability for the bow. It's a multi-hit arrow, meaning it can go through targets and hit the targets behind it. The next bow ability is Evade Shot. I use it to create distance, and with Inspect Into, it also does a knockback. The knockback is good for interrupting spells and helps you create more distance. The last bow ability is Poison Shot. Poison Shot is a damage over time ability that when spec'd into, increases damage done to the target as well. Alright, now we're going to go over the combos. Combos for the bow consist of a light shot into a pen shot, or a light shot into a pen shot into another light shot into a poison shot, or a light shot into the pen shot into a poison shot. For the Rapier, the combos are a Flesh into a Flourish and Finish into a light attack, or a Repost stun into a heavy attack into a Flourish and Finish. With the increased damage of Momentum and the stun of Repost, you're pretty much guaranteed a heavy attack. Next, we're going to talk about your gear choice and your stat allocation. For armor, you're going to want to stay in the medium tier. The reason for this is that you want to be able to trade with melee, and it also gives protection versus elemental. In order to stay in the medium tier, you're going to wear a heavy helmet, a heavy chest, medium gloves, light pants, and medium boots. That'll put you at 22.9 pounds out of the 23 that would put you in heavy. For stat allocation, you're going to get the 50 points into Constitution for the 20% increase to health consumables, and then you're going to dump the rest into Dex for the increased damage. In the description below is a link to this build. As always, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe for more New World content.